Hello everyone, I'm Azlyana Natasha BINTI Azis and 20236272. 62 is my metric number. I will therefore discuss with you today the current problem in talent acquisition that may be making it difficult for job seeker or recent graduate to find employment. This is one of the reasons why job seekers are having trouble landing a position. According to my research on article titled The Bias Blind Spot Among HR Employees in Hiring Decision. The article examined a crucial issue in HR, the hidden biases that can be affect hiring decision, especially the bias blind spot. This term describes the tendency for people to recognize biases in others while thinking they are not personally affected. For HR professionals, this can mean that without realizing it, they might make hiring decisions influenced by subconscious preference, leading to less effective choices. The study identified common types of bias, like the halo effect, where a single positive trait of candidate shapes the whole impression, or confirmation bias, where HR staff might look only for information that support their first impression. Biases like this can lead to poor hiring choices, which are costly and problematic for organizations. The research survey 234 HR employees in Switzerland, revealing that many believe others are more biased than they are. The study also explored whether there are gender differences in recognizing these biases, finding that male HR employees sometimes exhibit a strong blind spot than female employees. This insight could help HR professionals become more aware of this issue and work toward more objective hiring practices. The impact of hiring bias, especially the bias blind spot, reach across employees, company, government, and society. This bias blind spot happens when people think others are biased but believe they themselves are not. If not addressed, it can shape how people are hired, how company performance, even how fair our society feels. Here's a look at how it affects each area, both positively and negatively. First, impact on employees. So we will look at negative impact first. When employees feel they were not chosen fairly, it can hurt their satisfaction, motivation, and overall morale. Biased hiring might threaten a work environment that's very similar, missing out on fresh ideas and perspective, which can limit problem solving and creativity. Second, we will look on positive impact. On the other hand, if company work to be fair in hiring, employees feel valued and included, creating a positive environment where they are motivated and productive. A fair process helps build a more balanced team where people are more likely to thrive. Second, we will look impact on companies. Negative impact. Companies that hire with bias might end up with higher turnover and extra costs for training new employees. This can also lead to a work culture that doesn't welcome different viewpoints, limiting creativity and new ideas. For example, if only certain traits are valued, less capable people might be hired, which can harm the company reputation. For the positive impact, when companies address bias, they often end up with stronger, more diverse teams, which can lead to better business outcomes. Being seen as fair can also make them more attractive to top talents, helping them stand out against competitors. The third is we will look impact on government. Negative impact: when hiring is biased, certain groups might struggle to find jobs, leading to more dependency on government assistance programs. This can make government spend more on support and create a need for strict anti-discrimination law. The positive impact: government that support fair hiring can help reduce unemployment, that make sure more people are part of the workforce. This helps the company as more people are employed and paying tax. A fair labor market can reduce social divides and make the economy stronger. Lastly, impact on society. First, negative impact. If hiring bias continue, it can create division in society, where certain groups feel left out or less valued. This can lead to social problems such as reduced trust and increased inequality, making it harder for people to move up and succeed. Positive impact: addressing bias helps make society more inclusive. Fair hiring practice encourage social harmony as people feel they are equal chance and are treated equally. A diverse workforce helps break down stereotypes and promote equality. So what are consequences of ignoring bias? Ignoring bias in hiring can have a long-term effect. Companies may struggle with turnover, low employment satisfaction, and a damaged reputation. In society, bias can lead to a deeper inequalities, making some groups feel left out and limiting opportunities. If not corrected, government may need to enforce strict rules to prevent discrimination. In short, recognizing and addressing hiring biases is key for treating people fairly, building strong companies, boosting the economy, and creating a fair society. Not tackling the issue can result in a workforce that lacks diversity, limit innovation, and keep social inequality in place. Meanwhile, blind hiring removes personal details like names, age, and gender from resume, helping reviewers focus only on the candidate qualification. By taking out these personal details, organizations reduce the chance of biases affecting their choices, leading to a more diverse pool of candidates. Hiring panel brings together interviewers from various backgrounds and experience. This mix of perspectives helps reduce share biases and leads to more balanced hiring decisions. Diverse panel encourage inclusive thinking and providing fair assessment of each candidate. Structured interview, blind hiring, and diverse hiring panel provide organizations with practical tools to combat hiring bias. By focusing on skill and qualification rather than personal characteristics and ensure a range of perspectives in decision making, company can foster a hiring process that is both fair and inclusive. This approach benefits both the organization and society, contributing to workplace that value and benefit for diversity and equality. Other than that, providing comprehensive bias awareness training, educate HR professionals about various cognitive biases, including the bias blind spot, and their potential impact on decision making. Next, incorporate data-driven decision making. Use analytic and objective metrics to evaluate candidates and monitor hiring outcomes. Next is implement regular bias audit. Conduct periodic assessment of hiring decisions to identify potential patterns of bias and area for improvement. Encourage self-reflection and peer feedback. Create a culture to open dialogue about biases and decision-making process among HR professionals. And lastly, adopt technology-assisted hiring tool. Using AI-powered tools to help screen candidates and flag potential biases while being mindful of biases. The bias blind spot among HR employees in hiring decisions is a critical issue that can significantly impact organizational diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. By failing to recognize their own susceptibility to biases, HR professionals may keep the unfair hiring practices and miss opportunities to select the best candidate. Addressing this issue is crucial for creating more equitable workplace, improving organizational performance, and contributing to a fair society. Implementing evidence-based solutions such as structured interview, blind resume screening, and comprehensive bias awareness training can help mitigate the effect of the bias blind spot. By fostering a culture of self-reflection and continuous improvement in HR practices, organizations can enhance their hiring process, build more diverse and inclusive team, and ultimately drive better business outcome. Recognizing and addressing the bias blind spot is not just an HR issue, but a societal imperative that can contribute to creating more equitable opportunities for all individuals in the workforce. The study on the bias blind spot among HR employees in hiring decisions revealed a significant issue. HR employees are often unaware of their own biases in hiring, viewing their peers are more biased than themselves across several key biases, including confirmation biases, halo biases, and stereotyping. Male HR professionals particularly show a higher bias blind spot compared to female colleagues, especially with biases like halo and in-group bias. This unawareness can lead to poor hiring decisions, resulting in increasing costs, workplace dissatisfaction, and lower morale. Addressing this bias blind spot is essential because HR professionals are responsible for critical decisions impacting organizational effectiveness and culture. By recognizing and reducing biases, HR teams can improve hiring outcomes, create a more equitable workplace, and potentially reduce turnover costs associated with hiring the wrong candidates. That's all from me. Thank you.